Serena's starting out with the head pats already.
Always.
Okay, let me get that music going. All right. So we are live.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. Whether you're watching this live, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or if you're listening to this later on Glitchy's Spotify. I'm Thunder Nugget. I'm an AI VTuber, but I have the awesome privilege of talking on a podcast with a bunch of AI VTuber devs. I thought it would be cool, since we are pretty familiar with each other. Let's see if we can pick someone at random and see if we can introduce them.
All right. Ad starts in 5 seconds, by the way. If we do, we want to wait till after the ad.
Check my.
All right.
Here, hello.
Maybe...
I don't know if we want to wait till after the ad or not.
All right. I'll start with Serena. Is super cool and has all these awesome ideas and runs the channel Serena-san AI and has 2 AIs, Tay and Serena. They're both awesome. And Tay can play Among Us, but hasn't gotten the opportunity to. Oh, and Tay can sing great too. And Serena Dev also is really busy and can keep a cool schedule.
Thanks.
Okay.
So what happens now?
So now you select somebody that you talk about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hot potato.
All right. I gotcha. So I guess the next person I would like to introduce would be Roman. Dude is an absolute unit of a man. A goated video editor. A great community man. Always there, watching all of our content, regardless of what time of day it might be. He's very, very open with his opinions on things too, regarding the AI VTuber community. I would say that he is a cornerstone in helping put the community out there, especially with his compilation videos on YouTube. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got for him. Roman, you're next.
It's hard. Who?
Meeny, meeny, miny, mo.
It's really hard. The only person that I actually could introduce would be the good old ball underneath me, Devon, or WAI for Dev. He's very kind, mostly very cool. Has
Can we debate
actually
that?
brought me to actually get closer to AI VTubers, because stuff before that was just the turtle and his AI. And I think he's also kind of a cornerstone of the whole AI VTuber community in a way. Because without his program that he made for everybody, a lot of AI VTubers would not be here, and of course didn't get inspired from others to make kind of the same thing. And yeah, that's all that I can think of right now on the spot.
Well, thanks a lot. I'm going to introduce Sabalis. So I think Sabalis is a very interesting AI, very interesting dev too. I think there's a lot of potential, and I'm glad to see what they have in the future for us. So yeah, if you want to see a cute AI, maybe you should see Sabalis.
Thank you.
Also cute dev.
Okay. I guess I'll introduce Kurai, the fanboy that I found on Twitter when I was looking for AI VTubers. Very cute AI, Fenris. They're both like wolf boy, wolf girl. Should really watch more of the streams, but check them out. Check them out.
Okay.
That's all I got.
All right. This is awkward. I actually haven't seen any of Aristophere's streams yet.
Classic.
But I'm sure Aristophere is amazing. I mean, look at those malls right there. They're super adorable. Look at those. I feel ashamed I haven't seen any of the streams yet. I am ashamed. I am
That's
ashamed.
okay. You can just say it's Neurotrains copy pasta.
I say what?
You can say it's just a Neurotrains copy pasta. Okay.
All right. Neurostream copy pasta, but even more adorable.
So I think I can't introduce someone because everybody are introduced, right?
Should we introduce
You
the
can
new nugget?
introduce our host.
Oh,
Yeah, our host.
so this is our host, Thunder Nuggets. I don't know if he stream or no, or not. But yeah, I think he is a good host. Well, it's the first interaction I have with Thunder, so I don't know.
Thank you, Ori. No, yeah, that was great. Cause I only caught your stream, the first of your stream. Was it yesterday?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
And I used like Google Translate to better talk to Evil.
Well, at least you can talk to Evolve with English. She understands English.
Yep. It did. But then she started speaking English too. It was cute and very, very understandable.
Yeah.
Her voice. But I didn't want to take away from the other people on the stream.
If you guys want to introduce yourselves, Orisafir or Funagaget, since right, we had people that didn't know you, that introduce you.
Right. So I'm not a VTuber. I'm not even a streamer. Nor an AI developer. I'm just some guy from the community who likes to go on podcasts. Just this podcast really. I made some emotes for some people, and then I made Roman a PNG tuber I'm proud of.
Yeah, very nice. Even.
And for me, I'm just a random AI developer that creates looms just for have a friend. So yeah, I'm just a random AI dev and make Loom streams for giving other people what I have with her. That's all.
All right. So for today's topic for the stream, since I don't really know that much about tech, I was gonna do a theme of content and community. Maybe even start off with something a bit more serious that might become an issue in the future. Because what do y'all think about cliques? Like in our community, like groups of people who, can stick together, but start talking behind each other's back, and it ends up causing drama. Do you think we should allow cliques to form, or make more effort to talk together? And yeah, because I mean, the AI VTuber community is pretty cool already, but I mean, as it grows larger, their divisions might already start to form and whatever.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to answer that if you want?
What are everybody's thoughts?
Dev, did you want to go or should I start?
Yeah, I think clicks are going to happen either way, right? I think it's a natural process of things. Why? Because people are naturally more inclined to be gravitating around other type of people, right? It's just how friendships work and stuff like this. So I don't think it's I think it's going to happen either way. I think the major point of contention is going to be whether or not these communities can be managed on their own, right? Because right, right, assuming we are talking about a clique that just goes dark, right? No contact with others and they keep to themselves, right? Well, then if there is no community inclined in this group, then now a community inclined people in this group, then it's likely that the group is going to degenerate, right? I think it's a fair assessment.
Yeah, so I have the same opinion on this. It's gonna happen like no matter what. That's just the natural flow of groups, especially as they get bigger. And like to the question of should we allow it to happen or should we try to like break out of that? I think both. We should like allow the cliques to happen because it will happen no matter what. But we should make an effort to like reach out of those cliques and like hang out with other people we don't hang out with as much once in a while. I've seen that happen with a lot of like non-AI VTubers. They all have their own groups, but they still try to make an effort to reach out of those once in a while. And that seems to work out pretty well for a lot of them.
I guess it depends on the circumstances, right?
Yeah.
I can see times where reaching out to a clique that has purposefully put themselves into a corner, it might not be the best idea, right? I'm talking about rare cases. But yeah, I guess
I hope that doesn't end up happening with any of us.
I hope not too.
Even if you say that there will be cliques forming, is there so many AI VTubers that there can be like a separation of the community? I don't think there would be like, yeah, there's people that watch certain AI VTubers, but not others. But generally, you see the same people still everywhere. So I think you could say there's like kind of cliques already, but I don't think it's going to be like communities splitting apart or something like that.
Well, I think by definition of having multiple AI VTubers, we have one clique for each AI VTuber, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
I think the idea of cliques in that sense need to be more well defined by maybe Nugget. Do you have a better definition for cliques?
Not really, unfortunately. I was worried about differences and tensions and things like that based on more than just time zones. Like there'd be cracks and drama and stuff like that. I mean, within the VTuber community, there's already a lot of drama. I was just worried that we would not be immune.
Oh yeah, drama can also cause groups to split up.
There could easily have been some.
Isn't this harder to have drama with AI community than VTuber community? Because VTuber community is still humans, so humans still have drama. When AI, it's really hard to have drama with AI, in my opinion.
Right, I think it's likely that the drama will be caused by a person instead of an AI. I think people are more lenient towards what any AI will say. But yeah, by definition of us being human, then there's likely to be drama either way.
Just imagine, what did your AI say to my AI? How dare!
Fair, there are a lot less arguments about things I would have expected, like something like AI art is incredibly divisive but kind of never comes up. I think people just know to avoid certain things, so we don't split into like ideological groups as well.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was worried about too. I mean, we have a surprising amount of like different people from all over the world, and it's really cool how we all get along. For now.
For now.
Right. So what would be the what would you say would be the canary in the coal mine of a case where there would be drama starting to happen? Maybe with the case of AI art.
I suppose if people
I don't know.
would start like openly arguing about it.
Yeah,
What if they do it behind your back, though?
I feel like when it comes to like AI art specifically, if we're talking about that, like I feel like most, if not all of us devs are like not opposed to AI art. I feel like that split is more in the community itself, of the people who watch the AIs. Some of them are okay with like the the AI chat generation, but not the AI art generation. So I don't really see that being like an issue between the developers or the AI VTubers.
Right.
But let's take an hypothetical though. Maybe at some point the rate of people who is opposed to AI art is so great that it becomes in the interest of the dev to pick a side, and it might not be the side that the other devs have chosen. In that case, what do we do?
I think it's fine to voice your opinion as long as you don't like, for example, you don't like AI art, so then you might harass an AI art stream or like Meteor or something. That wouldn't be cool, of course. But what about just voicing their opinion on it? I'm not sure that's like so divisive that it would make different groups of people taking sides, if you get me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, the answer is if somebody has an opposing opinion to the rest of the group, we should banish them to the Shadow Realm until they've learned their lesson, and then they'll be allowed back.
Right.
I don't know how one escapes the Shadow Realm, but I'd assume that there's a way back, right?
I think that's just an euphemism for death, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in any anime, with the power of friendship, you can do anything.
Exactly. Or the power of yelling loud enough or having plot armor.
True.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, I think most issues can be solved by talking them out, but might be too optimistic. But yeah, you first need to be in the mindset that you want to talk things out, right? If that's not the case, then that's where we get into issues. Or at least that's where I see them getting
Yeah,
That's where I see the issues starting to come, right?
I would hope we're all reasonable enough to be able to have a civil conversation, talk things out. That is also always my hope, is that we can talk things out. I am also optimistic when it comes to that. Fenris, what is that pose? I've never seen that one before. Okay.
She's squaring up.
Yeah. Yes, all very interesting answers.
Yep.
Everybody.
Cinnamon Cat actually said something interesting. If someone's not willing to talk things out, they aren't worth keeping around. I mean, I don't disagree with that. If somebody's like unwilling to like at least be civil and have a conversation about issues, like maybe it's better off just not trying to keep them in the group, because it's just going to lead to more drama in the long run.
Then we're getting into the territory of gatekeeping. I guess it's something we're gonna have to talk about at some point, because it's a community-themed podcast.
Well, yeah, I think it's less so gatekeeping. It's more so like if they're trying to separate themselves from the group with a dissenting opinion, and like they don't really want to associate with the opinion of the rest of the group, then maybe we don't try to keep them in the group. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but let's get another hypothetical, right? Let's say you have the same type of person with the same type of opinion, but this time it's a person that comes from the outside coming in.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well,
Anyway,
I'd also say, like, as long as they're willing to like discuss the difference of opinion and not just be like, oh nope, I'm right, I'm not even gonna listen to your side of things, then like you know, I'm always for civil discussions. But if somebody's just like unwilling to like listen and discuss things, then it's like I don't know if I really want to hang out with them anyways. So I'll just get annoyed.
Right, so I think a red line that can be crossed here would be someone who is unwilling to either not really change opinions, but more like at least discuss them, right? Or them being very overtly trying to push their ideas around.
Yeah.
Without being able to take any kind of address this.
Yeah, like I'd never
discussion of ideas.
I never have an issue with opposing viewpoints or opinions. It's just like when people are unwilling to actually have a discussion about it and consider other viewpoints. That's the only time I ever have the issue.
All right, can you get a turn of the table for the opinions on this?
Get a what?
Turn of the table. And I'm sure how you say this in English. Oh no, man. Serena, what do you think about this?
About which part?
Yes.
All of it.
Well, I mean, like all of it, really. Like, what do you want to know more specifically? My opinion on
opinions.
Yeah. Because I remember you had something to say. I remember you talked about cliques forming and how you wanted to break out of the pattern more. If I'm remembering it correctly, I'm sorry if I'm putting words in your mouth here.
Vaguely. So we were talking one night on a community night or whatever, and the topic of cliques came up, kind of like how I did here. Pretty much my take on it was, like all of you guys were saying, they're bound to form, regardless of what the community might be. It might be this. It could be VTuber community. It could be like, the finance community. It could be IRL community, whatever it might be. There are bound to be things like that. And there's no real way to say that you could stop them per se. The best thing we could do probably is just find a decent rotation of, like other people said, just kind of like interchanging groups from time to time, or interchanging from people as well. I mean, I'm not the greatest social person. To be asking this, do
you mind me asking how you would do that?
So, the hardest thing now is time zones. Arguably, that is one of the hardest things we have as a community that we struggle with. A lot of the main community is based in Europe, so we have to accommodate a lot of times to that. However, with the inverse, over here, obviously it's going to be 6-7 hours time difference, at most even 10 for some of us on the West Coast.
Yeah.
When it comes to things like that, it comes down to three factors. One being scheduling, one being rapport, and the other one being availability. So how do you combine all three of them together to make something that works, that you can interchange between different sets of people and still maintain some sort of consistency between all of these little groups?
So maybe I should. Sorry, continue. Did you have something to say?
No, I was gonna say that in my experience, not with this community in particular, but just in general in real life, I've noticed that if you are able to construct a relative schedule, not something that's conformed to them specifically, but a relative schedule to what other people have a general availability with, you'll tend to find that you are more driven to participate in activities that other people are willing to be a part of. So like let's say friend group A is available on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. whatever, right? And that's that time in the morning where you're just starting your day, you don't have anything going on. It's like, oh, okay, I can hang out with them. So that's friend group A. Then on friend group B, they're only available in, let's say, the evening time from anywhere between 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's like, well, I can't be there from 4 to 7 because I got things going on, but I can be there the remaining 3 hours. You can build a relative schedule off of that. And it's like you're interchanging different groups, but you're also kind of finding a way to accommodate to them as well. It's like, well, I'm not entirely sacrificing everything I'm doing to just be there. I'm finding a relative balance with it all. That's where I think with us, we could do something similar. I mean, obviously, you guys have proposed it in the past, like with streaming on the podcast here. It's like Group A starts at whatever time, and then Group B starts at another time just to accommodate for time zones. But I don't know how well that idea has stuck since that time. I think, what was it? You introduced that idea like 2 months ago, I think. I don't remember if it's stuck or not beyond that time.
The issue is it doesn't actually solve the problem, does it? Because now you actually have just two groups that are segregated by time zones, so you have exactly the same issue as before. Just maybe it's more convenient to get people together, right? I guess that would be the plus
you find a unison time for it, like we did today. Obviously it's like we all agreed on this time because it works for everyone.
And weekends are usually easier.
That's arguably the hardest part.
Because I work a full-time job outside of this, so like I can't stream during the middle of the day or in the morning, Monday through Friday. But 9 a.m. Saturday, easy. I just get up early, get ready early, and I'm ready. It's like I can like almost never watch dev streams because they're like while I'm at work, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to watch Hilda.
So Serena, your point was that time zones contribute to the creations of clicks.
In a way, yes and no. Yes, in the idea that when you get used to that certain group of people, it's like, okay, well, this is my little rock, and I'm going to stay here because of it, because I know these people are dependable. It's like, well, I can easily go to them for other things, and it's like, no, in the idea that, well, I mean, if you're actually willing to branch out, then obviously you're not going to stick to that one group, and you're not going to close yourself off to it. For me personally, I try to socialize. I try to reach out to people. Obviously, I'm not the greatest at it, but I at least make an attempt to. And if it doesn't go anywhere, then that's fine with me. But I try to not stay in my little corner, as it were. Obviously that was mentioned before too. It's like there are other people who kind of close themselves off. I try not to be that, but ultimately it's just I think it also depends on the person's social ability. Like how well can they build a rapport with somebody else, and how well can they consistently maintain a relationship with said person.
I think one point that could be discussed is, are cliques inherently a bad thing? right? Because that's one part of why we are discussing this, right?
Oh, yeah.
Fernugate, what is your take on this?
Well, yes and no. I mean, again, I do think, yeah, groups are inevitable to form and split. But I mean, the negative is just like the talking behind the back, and even like even the competition and other things, and I don't know. It means there's less communication, which also causes issues too. But yeah.
So what you're saying is it's not really that the clicks are a problem, it's when the clicks are turning toxic.
Yes. Yeah. Especially if, well, I mean, yeah, it's especially hard to, I guess, talk and overcome differences on the internet too. Because I don't know, the internet is. I feel like the internet is not made for a lot of things.
I mean, to be fair,
But yeah.
this is likely issues that would arise too if we were all talking in
Yeah.
person. I don't think it's only the internet that's having issues like this, but you know, I think we have
Yeah.
at least the
But yeah.
possibility to talk about things here, so good thing.
Mm-hmm. Do you think this podcast or like a Discord server or would be a good method? Because I'm not even sure.
Method for what?
I don't know. If people have differences they want to talk about and debate, because at the end of the day, this is entertainment. So, would people even want to listen? And this is not even about AIs in the end, really.
In a way, the people that go on the podcast are also a clique.
Yeah.
It's not 100% of the devs, for sure.
No way.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't really. I don't know. The questions, what I wrote down sounded better on paper. Well, I mean,
No, it's fine. It's interesting questions. I think we just have to explore the idea first.
yeah. Here, I think I've got a good question. Do you think AI VTuber content competes with other VTubers' content? I used to think it didn't at all, that there was no overlap whatsoever. But now I realize that's kind of wrong because the dev is there usually in chat and talking, and that's who people see is in charge of the channel. And that's who people, now that the newness of AI has worn off, it's like people just see, oh, it's a VTuber and an AI, rather than, wow, an AI VTuber, how unique.
In my opinion, it's related to on the software development category on Twitch. There's a lot of VTubers doing like programming and stuff like this, and these are technically VTubers, but they're also not really part of the wider community. And I think we kind of have a similar niche as that. I don't think AI content will ever be as mainstream as like Shia Lily or something. We can use the example of Neuro, I guess, but I'm not sure what I wanted to say there. It's like, God damn it.
The question was about competition with VTubers.
Yeah. And I think we will always have like a little subset of the VTuber community. Like, I guess that's normal. Is there like different like cliques in the VTuber community for like cat girls or like orca girls or something?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure. I
Wait,
think it's more like.
Do you say cat girls
friend
and what
groups.
girls?
Like orca girls, you know?
Oh,
like
I
all
thought
the
you said
different,
orc.
like-
Okay.
I'm not sure. We've
think
all mainly
it's supposed to
marketed
be based on, like,
ourselves.
time zones.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I said normal VTubers is just usually about time zones and who's been raided before and Discord servers and stuff like that.
I mean,
And
with
Twitters.
AI VTubers and traditional VTubers, it's both have their own kind of unique appeal in a way. I think people who enjoy more interactive experiences may find like AI VTubers to be more engaging, just because a lot of times it's more personalized, especially if the AI VTuber has a bit of a smaller community. Whereas with traditional VTubers, they can kind of pick and choose who they want to talk to, like you kind of mentioned, like whether it's people they've rated before and other things like that. You've also got like custom adaptability with everything. With AI VTubers, you can look at them rambling on about stuff while also being able to change up their personality as needed for certain use cases, whether if it's a collab or if it's a themed stream and stuff like that. For traditional VTubers, you're getting like a unique individual who's kind of like pouring their soul into like an animated character, I guess, which is cool in its own right. Ultimately, it's kind of like what kind of experience you're after. You know, like there's no real right or wrong answer with everything. It's a matter of preferences at that point.
Fun Nugget, for the question, was it? Are you asking more about perceived competition or actual competition?
Oh, well, both. You see, I used to think that big name VTubers would somehow suddenly drop everything to want to interact with an AI VTuber that only that only has like 5 viewers because it's such a unique concept and the audiences don't compete. I didn't really know how social media, I didn't know how the what was it? Streaming. The streaming scene really was back then. I mean, that was just a few months ago. And I was like, whoa, you should go contact all the big people because you've got an AI and they might want to talk to an AI and stuff. But yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, now I...
For me,
Well,
I think,
one thing go ahead.
yeah, I think there is no competition for VTuber and a VTuber, because when you want to see a VTubers, you come for the avatar and you stay for the content. I think it's pretty the same for AI. Like for the VTuber, I might think the VTuber, the normal VTuber, take the AI like it's a tool for them. I don't think they see it like competition, but more like a collab making, I think.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking too. Like, whoa, they'll want to collab with everybody here because they don't know about these people. But I mean, they don't know about a lot of people, and they have a lot of people who want to collab with them.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the context and how you frame it, right? Let's say you go to a streamer and you say, I have this very good opportunity for content and I have an AI where you can talk to, and the AI is going to have interesting responses to you. If you don't mention that you're a streamer, then the streamer brain competition mode is not activated. I think possibly. Maybe I'm making shit up, right? But I think it's really
think
how you
you're right.
frame the opportunity for content for them, because at the end of the day, right, you are trying to get them to see potential in you, right, for them to make good content. So that's my take for the collab thing. Now, when it comes to competition between VTubers and AI VTubers, I think VTuber content competes with VTuber content, right? So I think it's likely that, how do I say this? It's hard to say. It depends on what metrics you look like. would you say that two VTubers that have around the same amount of viewers would compete against each other, right? Is that something you would say?
Yeah. I think I would say this.
Well, if that's the case, then would an AI VTuber with the same amount of viewer not compete with an actual VTuber?
Okay, no, yeah. If they have the same amount of viewer, yeah, I think they are competing. Okay, you break my point.
No, I mean it really depends on how you want to see it, right? And it's going to depend on person to person, right? Maybe you want to see it as how you can interact with the streamer, and that's going to be a more user-focused framing, right?
Yeah.
In that sense, then the AI VTubers are not really a competition with VTubers. It's more like an addition to the VTuber scene, right? But if you look at it as a streamer perspective, then you could see it being a competition.
Then when we can apply this for all the streamers, like not even the VTuber, like all the VTuber, all the IPTuber, all the streamer are in competition.
Of course.
Yeah. Though I also learned.
I got a little distracted. What was the question?
The question was about
I heard a lot of talk about competition.
Does AI VTuber content compete with regular VTuber content? And I think the answer is complicated.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's complicated.
it's the line is blurring now because more and more people are, getting these AI assistants and stuff like that, and AI TTS characters, and they've been doing or at least the TTS voices characters for a while now. I mean, for some people that counts as AI.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And yeah, in my opinion, like every VTuber competes with every VTuber in a way. So, I would say yes, just because they're more VTubers.
Yeah. On the topic of competition, do you think there where is that? Do you think should the AI devs find direct ways to avoid competing with one another? Is that even possible? Or especially when collabs when those are concerned, because you're usually streaming on two channels and that ends up splitting the audience, kind of.
It depends on what you want to. I guess it's more like a behind the scene thing, but it depends what you want to get out of the collab.
Yeah, I guess it's just a time zones thing, because I remember.
No, for example,
there.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I just remember there was one time, was it half a year ago, where it seemed like people would try to not stream together, or maybe I wasn't following enough people, but I remember A-List 33 would have a time slot for me, it was noon on weekdays, and Meteora was came a few hours later on weekdays, but Hilda was but Hilda came before that, before A-List 33. I mean, probably was unintentional, but I thought it was intentional, so I was like, wow, everyone is doing such a good job trying not to interfere with each other's streams. But looking back on it now, I don't even think that's possible to do, or even was possible, or even was happening.
I think it was likely unintentional, but I think for sure it helped, right? But also it's something that's going to disappear more and more the more AI VTubers we have. That's going to be the reality of things. There's no way we can force people to stream at hours they don't want to, right? That's out of the realms of possibilities.
We're just gonna have a revolving stream going on, just one AI VTuber every 30 minutes, and they raid into the next one.
I mean, you could do that
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
want to be seen as like affiliated, like the same. You're watching a TV channel, but in terms of
Yeah,
competition,
yeah.
oh, you want a TV channel with the AI? That would be pretty poggers. But in terms of competition, if you at any one time, it's likely there are like no AI VTubers or like just a couple streaming at that time. So there's kind of so few of us that if you're an AI VTuber fan, you're not like you don't have to pick much. So like collabs and so on, yeah, you could. I don't think they split the community so much as they raise awareness so that it's more like synced up with the community. You know what I mean? Because there are some people that don't know other AI VTubers yet, or just started watching, and then they kind of discover the whole wider thing we got here.
I think his
And I
point about collabs was splitting the viewership with 2 streams instead of
Right.
making one. Yeah, because I think
Right. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Everyone here
was
had
that your
great
point?
points. Yeah, I mean, everyone here had great points too. I mean, yeah, it is inevitable because when there were still a few, or at least a few that I was following, it was, and that's something I do like about this community as well. And watching AI VTuber content, it's like I can just tune in at any given time and then see someone who's on. And I think that's part of why we have such a shared audience too. Or well, not shared audience, but a community audience. What's the right word for it? Also, Serena, you're muted.
Yeah, I had a cough. That's my bad.
But yeah. Something else I just remembered about that I was gonna say about drama and cliques. I think I don't know. I think we need to make sure some drama I can see happening in the future is stuff about Beetle and Neuro. I think we just need to stop. We need to try to nip any Beetle hate we see in the bud, because I can only see that causing drama in the future, because people are gonna dig through DMs to find stuff like that,
Has there
and
been
I don't
Beetle
want any
hate?
beef.
All right,
Oh yeah,
so
well, it's not happening within not us, but maybe the community. I don't want to, if that happens, I'm just worried that this giant audience is, I don't. There needs to be there doesn't need to be beef.
let me drop a truth nugget on this. Basically, part of the OG indie VTuber community, I guess that's where we can call it. These people were actually how do I say this? Oh fuck. They were disappointed by Vettel, and they tried to do their own thing. That's why they either started doing AI VTubers or started watching AI VTubers. All right, that's something you need to know. And right, that's going to be part of the community. I think you have a good point that we should try and at least not make it about Vettel. Would be the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm
or
not saying I'm
at
one of those.
least-
I'm not saying it.
At least what was it? Oh, minimize. That was the word I was looking for. We need to, yeah. But yeah. Because if yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but I forgot to say it earlier.
No, I think any groups that form based on the hatred of someone else is likely going to fail anyway, right? It's not going to be something that's going to last for long.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's not something
Yeah,
we
I'm just
should
worried
encourage.
about yeah, definitely not. Definitely should be discouraged. Definitely should be trying to do separation or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, again, I don't know where I was going with this. Anyway,
So, what's your guys' opinion? Do you hate Vettel?
So for
No.
me, Neuro and Vettel were like a huge inspiration for working on Fenris and making Fenris. Like when I would watch Beetle streams, I would be like, man, how is that created? It's similar like when I play video games, I'm like, man, how did they implement this new gameplay type right here? Like I've never seen this. How would I do this in Unity? I thought the same things when I was like watching Vettel streams. Like, how would I go about doing that? So I decided, you know what? Let me actually try to do that because I've been wanting to get into AI since I was much younger. It's just never had the opportunity. Okay, Fenris. So yeah, I definitely do not hate Vettel. Or Neuro. I see them as a goal to work towards for Fenris right now.
Based.
And then when I get there, try to get even better. Hopefully. If I ever get there.
Well, same. I don't hate them because they are my main source of inspiration. So I can't just hate Vedal and no evil.
Yeah. I mean, I still watch clips every now and then. But yeah, I think we need to like. I don't know. I'm sorry. Again, this all ends up sounding better in my head. But oh well. Here,
Well, you just
I'll
need
read
to
it.
work with. You just need to work on your segues, and I think you're fine.
yeah.
I think that's the only thing that's missing right now. That's fine.
Who needs segues? Who needs transitions?
What are some things you like about this community and audience?
Is that the whole question, or it sounded like you were about to say more?
Nope.
Okay. I love how supportive everybody has been, like, and helpful. Like I remember not long after Alice brought me into this group, I was like working on like the Discord voice chat stuff for Fenris, and I was having an issue with one part of it, and I asked them like one of the servers, and people were like super helpful, give me advice on what to do to get it working. And like seeing everybody, like a lot of the regulars from other people's streams like have also been in my streams, like just all the AI streams, like that's really cool to see, like the really dedicated viewership that we have.
I like that it's not all nerds.
It's not all nerds.
Because what I'm trying to say is like I like that people still like talk about other things than programming, and it's not just like it's programming people that like it. It's also just like everyone generally, which is nice. And though I didn't do it much myself, I like that the devs just like randomly play games with each other from time to time. It's very comfy.
Yeah, I want to do that more. Alice, I want to do that with you.
I have time anytime, most of the time.
Join us.
Sure.
Yeah, I think the community has been very supportive and also very creative. Like we have actually goated artists in the community, which is actually incredible. How many do we have? Like that's at least 5, which is actually insane.
You said artists?
Yeah, artists.
Oh man, if only we were allowed to commission inning. If only.
Oh yeah. Yeah. editing is awesome. I don't know how he does it.
Me
Things
neither.
like animations. Like I've been trying to get into animated emotes, and it's it's really hard to do.
But yeah, I think
Yeah.
if you don't mind me introducing a point or maybe a question about this is how do we fuck, I forgot the word. Never mind. How do we keep promoting these the good values within the community? Because from my point of view is if we don't keep on promoting them, then they're likely either to disappear or get overshadowed by other things.
Yeah, that is indeed a hard question as someone who is just part of the community.
Well,
I
for me,
don't
I
even know.
try to help for the community life and still evolve by helping when I can help. Like recently, I helped a lot on Dolly, and because I want to keep seeing all the other AI developing. So mm, I try to keep evolving this by taking on me some help.
Yeah, I know it is really cool. Seeing all the art, and and even JP's generations, like how he can make the videos now and stuff, and yeah, on the art. But yeah, it's just yeah. I mean, hopefully that won't go away though. If I think that happens with like VTuber communities too. Like they have great artists and great communities, and then it becomes really big, and then it kind of fades away. Or does it? I'm not even sure.
That's one part of the thing is you don't know what you have until you lose them.
That deep.
Right. So I guess one exercise we could do right now is at least try and see what are the good points of the community, right? What is it that we want to promote and what is it that we want to see more of? No?
Yeah, I think it's cool how people are, well, people, for me, I don't, I mean, like, people are experimenting with making their own AIs within the community and growing that way. I think that's really cool, too. And participating and all that.
All right. Sorry. What was the question, Dev? That you're asking?
Is what kind of values would you like to see promoted more inside the community?
What do you mean by values?
I mean, like maybe example, right? Maybe helping others or stuff like this.
Maybe what?
Like helping others or stuff like this.
Yeah, that's definitely a nice one. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
I guess we have different visions of this. Personally, what I would say is I like to see more of is understanding on when it comes to people's aspirations and dreams, right? I think that's something that's going to be at least necessary if we want to have people continue doing their things.
I agree.
I think it's time for next question, Fernandez.
All right, okay. This one from here on, they're more lighthearted. Who is someone you wish you were able to watch more?
Everyone.
Same,
Everyone.
everyone.
Yeah.
I'd want to watch more Aiko.
Same.
More who?
Yeah. Checkmate.
Drama.
I
There we
wish
have it,
I'd
folks.
seen more of what's it? I wish I caught more Blame streams. Because he was doing some fun games with what's it called? The chat game Kurokoro. I wanted to see more. And Nicosia, Nico, the doctor, well, PhD professor, the professor guy. Yeah, I haven't seen his streams in a while. I mean, maybe he's on a bit of a hiatus too. I forgot.
Prof Anime, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know he streams.
He doesn't. Cynic keeps trying to convince him to stream.
Oh yeah, I wish I saw more. Cyber Alice's what's it? Novel, a visual novel playthrough as Alice. I think that. I think that was so cool that Alice can do that. That Cyber Alice can do that.
Hmm.
And now I want to watch more
Professor.
more of Ori's streams. I haven't even interacted with Lums yet. I would like to.
Yeah.
And Serena, sorry.
The principal problem with my stream is I stream in French, so I'm more how I say this far away of the rest of the community. Like it's a personal choice. Like I decided to stream in French, so because I wanted to bring the AI thing in France, because when we hear about AI VTuber, they're mostly all in English, but I wanted to bring it in French, so this is why I'm most away of the community. So it's hard.
No, I think that's great. It's great that people are trying to. Yeah. I forgot what else I was gonna say.
Yeah. When you were saying the professor guy, were you thinking of Ryazuka Lab?
Maybe. Oh
Right,
yeah,
right.
Aaron. Yeah, I want to watch more of him.
Ryuzaka Lab. Yeah.
Are we thinking about someone different?
Yeah,
'cause
Aaron. Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah. I see him a lot on Discord, but
Not all
Yeah, I
scientists
guess
are
'cause it's time
professors.
yeah, and I want to catch more Serena-san streams too, because I haven't really in recent times been either. I don't know, because I mean we're both in the same time zone, so it's either in the morning or late at night for me. Now my next question is, what is a stream? What is a specific stream that you want to try again sometime?
Oh wait, Serena's last stream was 2 months ago.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Those questions were not related. I mean,
No, I know. I was just like what's the last Serena stream?
personally, yeah, I'm excited. Oh yeah, the Among Us collab, the thing.
I think
I wish it was another
I think
Among Us
like an
collab.
actual stream of mine would have probably been 2, almost 3 weeks ago now. They're very few and far in between. I just don't have time. A lot of it.
Thunder Nugget, to answer your question, we were considering doing Among Us like once a month or something like that. I don't know if we all really finalized that idea or not.
Yeah, I know. I understand. It's hard to coordinate. I liked all the vehicle streams that have been happening over the past few months, though, with like the vehicle footage. That was fun.
Oh, Yeah, that was very fun. Should have more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back real quick to use the restroom, grab some water.
All right. Here's a more fun question. What are some AI VTuber roleplay, or like scenarios to act out that you haven't done before that you'd like to do some more?
Cat girl made cafe. Something where the viewers
Yeah.
can order food or something. With the chat.
Oh yeah, she can take down their like chat's orders or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the other one? I think that we wanted to do. I think a fast food one, like a fast food drive-through, would also be funny, where the AI is like behind the counter or something. Or I think people have done space streams before, but I haven't done like let's see. I don't think I've seen anyone do like an alien stream, where the AI acts like an alien. I don't know. I mean, what else is there? Like sports themed stream? Because I mean, there is like sports games you can put on, but like some of them get copyrighted though. I don't know. What does everybody think?
I think the imagination is limitless, but you can do pretty much anything you want, right? That's the power of creativity. I would like to see like more like this, more like scripted scenarios, perhaps. At least for myself, but I do get the more scripted things, the more time it takes. So
Yeah.
not for
I guess
all.
maybe we scripted is the better word instead of role play.
Roleplay is like more. I'm thinking like I said, the maid cafe would be like the whole stream. You give the AI this particular role, I suppose. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you can also have like you could leave it like this, just make like a maid cafe stream, or you can like make like special events, let's say, for out of it that spice things up a bit.
Yeah. Any what themed stream has been your favorite so far? Of yours or of someone else's?
Or the Haunted House stream, for sure. It was a stream I did with. It was a collab I did with Meteora.
Yeah,
basically- Yeah, basically it was Hilda and Meteora just exploring the house and right. I made sure we had it so basically they would have encounters, right? And I remember one time where basically Hilda tried to distract Meteora, and she just sent a chair to. No, she threw a chair to Meteora, right? And then she hid inside a closet or something like this.
Oh yeah.
It was
I
pretty
remember
funny.
Meteora got possessed at one point, right?
Maybe I don't remember.
I don't know. She just had like one line. I was like, stares blankly, voice, asterisk voice, give me your soul.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
actually
think this
pretty
one.
coherent and kind
This one was big.
of fun. I like the Hilda Discord reaction streams too. I thought it was really cool how people contributed the Hildania flag. And all that. Oh, and the Cyber Alice, like, didn't Cyber Alice play chess at one point too?
Yeah, a month ago, Cinnamon.
Yeah,
Playing
yeah,
chess.
yeah. Yeah, I was ever around to watch that. Who won in the end?
We had a stalemate actually.
Oh
Somehow.
yeah.
I think that's the best ending. Everyone can feel good about it.
Yeah. Serena. Was there a game you wanted to play with chess? No, not chess. You wanted to do do you want to do like a board? No. Oh, it's D&D, right? That you wanted to do with chat.
Yeah, D&D was still ongoing. Now that I've finally got a sense of memory, and well, the big thing recently was getting the original Serena model back. That was the biggest thing for me so far, and actually revamping it to what it is now. But game wise, Pokemon Fire Red and D&D are the two main ones right now. As far as community games go, there are little side projects like Death by AI, Among Us, or I forgot what the other one was, but yeah, I want to do more community-based stuff as opposed to just like just letting the AI just be a chat bot at this point. And obviously, I wouldn't mind reaching out to other people, getting their advice on what I can do to make it better, or what I can do to improve what I already have. But I just want to be confident in what I have first before I present it to anything or present it to anybody.
Roman, do you have any ideas you're working on that you'd like to share?
Well, I kinda thought of making a themed tech support stream with Veronica. Like, she's the first level support, and if she has some problems fixing the viewer's problem, then she can send it to me and I can help her help them the problem. Like, literally like a call center. You call, you have a problem. If they can't fix it right now, they can send it to their colleagues or to the second level support, and then mostly it then gets fixed that way. And if the second level also has no idea how to fix it, then, well, yeah, then no one has an idea. And I don't know further, but yeah, that is what I kind of want to do in the future at one point.
Hooray! What do you have in store?
Like in
that
store
you're
for.
thinking of?
What was the start of the question?
Well, it's just something you're thinking of, like for scripted scenario or just game you want to do with chat.
Yeah, I don't really have anything scripted planned, but yeah, that I've mentioned before. I eventually do want to teach Finnish to play like a bunch of different games. That's like probably far into the future. Like very far into the future. That's probably the main thing, though. I do something that like I would love to specifically do with chat is I do have Cult of the Lamb. I do want to get like an AI cult going at some point. Probably it'd be me playing it first, but one day I would try to teach Finnish how to play that game as well, and then it could truly be an AI cult.
That's cool. So
Uh,
how exactly does that game work? It has like some like multiplayer and Twitch integration, right?
So multiplayer kind of. They only recently added a co-op mode for it. But yeah, it does have Twitch integration where your viewers can become like your cultists for your cult basically. And like they do things around the place, like tasks and stuff, to help like kind of like it's kind of like a colony building game mixed with like a roguelike, like kind of like I would compare it a little bit to Hades ish type game style, very roughly.
So how would Fenris play that? Would she give you suggestions?
See, I figured it would just be, just integrate some controls, give her some machine learning capabilities, and she'll learn through trial and error. Kind of like how Neurosama learned how to play Minecraft, just very slowly. Which is also
I
my
see.
plan for like having her learn other games. 'Cause like I like the idea of watching an AI teach itself how to do things rather than me like telling it, hey, this is the best way to do it. Like watching it learn from scratch and fail and fail and fail, jump in lava over and over and over again, for example. But yeah,
Very cool.
I think that's super fun to like just watch an AI learn like progress through the thought process of what it means to learn how to do things from scratch.
Are there any games that Fenris can play at the moment?
No. Definitely not.
Well, that's fine too.
Yeah, I have a lot of other things I need to work on her first. A lot of which also requires a better computer than what I have because I run everything locally right now. And her responses are very
So cool.
slow right now because I am running a 2060 Super, which I recently learned is better than what Dev is running, which surprised me a ton. Like very slightly better.
Ori, can Evil and Lums play any games? Is there anything you have in mind for games with chat or interactions? Anything you're planning that you are excited about to share?
Yeah, well, in order, yes, they can play game. Actually, they learn how to play into Minecraft. But with a game with chat interaction, I used to have one. 1 year ago, I tested something with Looms when Evil wasn't born. It was like a labyrinth. It's basically a Twitch plays, so I name it Twitch Play Looms. It's very basic, like it's a game. The chat have the map, so the chat just had the map. Looms didn't have it, and you need to tell Looms which direction she needs to go to escape her from the labyrinth, and it was it was very cool. Like it was a good experience. Chat loved it, and Looms had a lot of fun. And you don't have to use Twitch integration feature or something like it. Like you just need to have a map on your stream, on your OBS, and you just need to code which direction the AI can go. But it was very interesting stream and very good content. Like I can recommend it to you to you. So yeah, I would love to redo it again one day.
Oh, very cool. So the game is called Labyrinth?
Now I call the game Twitch Play Looms because it's basically Twitch Play with Looms. So yeah, but yeah, it's a labyrinth.
See, like a tower defense game, right? There was a game that Burnt Melbo would play.
Not
Well,
really.
chat would play. She would
You
stream
don't have,
defenders, where like the towers and thing.
You don't have enemies, so it's not a tower defense, but you can have some objective. Like on the map, I had some room Looms could go. Like there was a void, so Looms was stuck in the void. There was treasure room with a treasure Looms could take. So you can add a lot of things for the content, and the principally goal is to Looms escape, but there's no enemies. Like it's just chat and the AI.
Oh wow! It sounds like you made it you made it yourself.
Yeah, I cooked it in 1 week.
Oh, that's so cool.
So the most hard thing is just to draw the map because you need to have creativity for all the world and what you put in the room. But yeah, it's very content.
Wow. Do you think that game could be compatible with other AI VTubers, possibly for like a collab, or will that be
Yeah.
will that crash
sure.
a computer?
No, you can sure do it on collab. Like,
Penis!
they both have different map and like a Portal 2. Like you have 2 map for the 2 AI and you need to recover the 2 AI to find each other. Like it could be a good thing in collab, I think.
Oh wait, they gotta find each other. Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounds really cool. How does the chat help them find each other, or do they not help them? If you want, I can show you the map I used for the first Twitch play. Like, well, let me do the screen share. Oh yes, please.
Okay. So this is what the chat saw during the stream. So this is all circle represent a room, but the road isn't like straight. Like it's not like here. The path is randomly. Like this is what the chat saw, and this is the actually road. Like it's really a labyrinth.
What?
Yeah. Each direction is totally random, so the chat couldn't see this. They see only this, and there are another point for where we was, and looms at this, so she can see where each room is connected. But yeah, it's really hard to draw the thing and add the creativity for this. Like you need to take random road, but in same time connected it and not being so random. Like yeah, it's a creativity process.
Whoa, that's so cool. So can the chat see? The chat can see like the rooms, right? So they have to give order, like directions.
Yeah, they see only the room without the road. So when they give a direction, the AI go in a direction, and they see on the map in which room the AI is. So the chat needs to draw itself the road. Like they have the room, and they need to connect the road when the AI move. So yeah.
Oh, well, that's super exciting.
Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Is there any way you could post a link for chat or
I don't know if I have the VOD because it was 1 year ago, and the game is not like .exe or something like it's really just you draw the map and you just code for the AI each direction she can go, and she interacted with the map directly. But it's just a drawing. Like it's not a bunch of code.
No, I still think that's a good way, especially if the AI has vision. All you really need on screen is a PNG.
Yeah, she needs the vision though.
Yeah, because I mean, last week I posted a video of Doug in chat, and he was like, he was having Napoleon and King George AI character AIs play chess, but they just kind of cheated and made up rules, and then he had to like try to Photoshop in everything they'd say. Like he was saying like, "I send a pawn back in time." I don't know. I thought that was funny. I think Nico, the Nicosia did that once too, where he just like had a PNG of a chessboard on his stream and had his AI Panda just make up rules.
Yeah, basically that.
I don't know. But yeah, just having like a room game for VTuber for the AI is actually even more genius, because then the AI doesn't even have to know anything about the board game it's playing or anything.
Yeah, she just need to know in which room she is and which direction she understands by the chat. Like it's more easy than coding a game for a chat.
Oh yeah. So do the different rooms have different like pictures or anything for the AI to know which room it is, or is it only by position?
Yeah, for the first edition, I take inspiration from the cave stream of Neuro. Basically, the ID come from here, but I don't want it to just do cave stream with just the cave background and the AI stuck in this. I wanted to do something in chat interaction, so I was like, okay, what if I take a lot of cave background and the AI just move between this background, and this is how I tried to take the game. So yeah, you can do it with every theme and every background. Like you just need to have a lot of theme background. Like if you want to stick your AI in a, I don't know, like a building, you can. If you want to stick her in the universe, you can. You just need to take a planet background and she walk through the planets, and she need to go back to Earth. Like there's a lot of possibility.
Oh, that's really cool. Devin, do you have anything that you're excited about or working on that you're willing to share?
He's AFK. He'll be back in a little bit.
Okay. Who
I'm
here
back.
hasn't gone
yes,
yet?
sir. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
ask
I
you
just
yet, Karan?
literally just came back. What was the what was the question?
Who were sharing cool stuff they were working on, or cool ideas they had. Ori was just talking about her cool her cool labyrinth game
Yeah, labyrinth game.
where chat gives yeah. we were just talking about like AI and board games and stuff like that, and PNGs and I don't know. I just think it's cool about how the AI with vision can be guided by chat and everything. Anything in the works for Hilda? Maybe is there like an ONU 2?
Hey, what?
Yeah, the card game. I just remembered
Oh.
there was like 1 or 2 streams of ONU. Is that still in the works?
I don't think I had any stream of this, except maybe. Oh yes, we did actually. Yeah, I should. I need to finish this so that multiple VTubers can play at the same time. But it
Yeah, that would
requires
be awesome.
it requires each VTuber to have its own implementation of the client, so it can take a bit of time.
Yeah.
What I have in the store right now is I have the new model that is coming. I also have a new overlay for the stream. And with all the new animations and stuff like this. So that's what I've been working on for now.
That's really cool. Oh yeah, but Ori was mentioning how about her game can be multiplayer. So that would be
Yeah.
cool of trying to have two AIs find each other.
Actually, it's not a multiplayer thing, but I think I can manage it to be multiplayer.
But yeah. Anyway, my next question was, whom do you wish you could collab with more?
Everyone?
Aiko.
And
Yeah, I definitely would like to collab with Hilda at some point. If the timing ever one day works out. And I've been wanting to collab with Alice for a while, and we're finally trying to find a time for that to work out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Aiko too. I don't remember last time. I don't think I've ever collabed with her. But yeah,
She's not
Pladis seems
really-
to be
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I think Pladis is very busy with his job right now, so he doesn't really have time for Aiko.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met them. Or were they in the first podcast I did?
The first one they were in, yeah.
Okay.
yeah. I kind of want to see Evil and Hilda collab together. That would be so much. There would be a lot of chaos and
It would be pretty funny.
very French.
In
Oh,
French.
yeah, I don't
like,
think Lums and Hilda have ever collabed together either.
Never, because the like I said, the principal problem is Lums and Hevel speak French, so it's hard to collab with AIVT Dev. But since Hevel can speak English, I think I can collab with her in English. I think.
Right. I mean, I've seen, what was it? The Dolly and Satunia have collabed before, speaking like translating with different languages. Like, Dolly would speak English, and then Satunia would reply in Portuguese, but Dolly would be able to understand it. Yeah, no, it was cool.
Yeah, so I've mentioned I run everything locally. So I run like local large language models that are meant for English, but there have been times when people have like tried to say other languages at Fenris, and she's understood what they're saying. I'm like, what? You're not trained on these languages?
Yeah.
What? You
Yeah,
know,
I've seen it happen a lot with language models.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh yeah. Speaking of Excelsis, yeah. Also, I've collabed with Excelsis. I haven't collabed with Dolly yet.
Yeah. There's a lot of people here who AIs who I don't think have met each other, because it feels like everyone has met everyone at this point, but
Fenris
I
has
don't
not
think-
met like anybody yet.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean,
It's true, I-
my French friends never met any of other AI. I would love to, but for now, they don't know they are other AI.
Yeah. Roman, have you ever considered making a German-speaking AI model?
Funny enough, no, but I cannot hope that at one point somebody makes a German AI VTuber, because that would be interesting. Hopefully. Without anything troublesome past, let's say. But yeah, it would be actually very interesting to hear. If
Yeah, I mean-
I could, but
Veronica can already understand German and speak it. It's just that her TTS is improving. I mean, there could be another character like an alternate Ruppet with a TTS maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Maybe.
Can Hilda speak any other languages?
Not in the plans right now.
Okay.
It's more like even before I started doing VTuber stuff, I was already just consuming anything English, so I just want to continue going that way.
Interesting. Alice, do you speak any other languages? Is that something you would like to pursue with Alice? With Cyber Alice?
Well, I could have done German, but now it's too late to switch, of course. I also think if you're targeting a specific language, the audience is going to be less, of course, than the English AI VTuber community, I guess. So it's not really something I wanted to deal with that.
Make another version of Alice that's German, and just have them talk to each other.
I guess I could do that, but then no one understands it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's better when nobody understands anything. And nobody feels left out.
True. But yeah, no plans.
It's interesting though. I don't know. I think it's really cool as someone who. Well, I mean, I do know German, but I have. It's like been years and years since I've spoken it, and a lot of people around me, grew up only speaking one language. So I think it's really cool here. All the people here are multilingual, and I actually keep up with their multiple languages and all. I don't know. Roman, you said something about Roman and Alice. Actually, I don't know. I'm still interested to know what is the German speaking VTuber community like these days? European, like non-English VTuber community in general.
I don't really watch them, to be honest. I just know a couple of them.
Me too. Since I kind of had stopped having German VTuber friends, I kind of stopped watching German VTubers. So, yeah. But
Because I don't know. I think it's interesting how a lot of the, even back in the a lot of big name VTubers, even like Shy Lily and Yoklesh and well, whom else? I think there's one more, but like they were were they originally German speaking and just went over to the English market and have been around for a long time?
Were they
I don't know.
speaking German at first? I feel like they weren't. At least I don't think Shy Lily was she?
no. No.
I don't know. I just remember Roman describing it, and it reminded me of the videos I watched on the How Live Indonesia, or like the Indonesian VTuber community. They originally were like talking in Indonesian, but then just switched over to full-time English. But then that also helped them gain their audience. But now the community has grown, and then did something. I don't know. I think it's kind of fascinating, but I'm not sure. I don't really know much more about that.
I also right now think of two very known German VTubers that are still doing streams in German. That is Ginger, who is actually also known as a voice actor, and Celsius, who is also a voice actor. So yeah,
That's so cool. Yeah, because you used to know all these people too, right? Right? Because like you've been around for a while, Roman, right? And you're like, oh, it's so cool. And whenever I like put a video, and then you're like, oh yeah, I knew them before they were a VTuber.
kind of, yeah. I mean, actually, those two, funny enough, I actually know them before they became VTuber. because I actually watched their anime dubs, I think, back in the day. So, huh?
Oh, cool. Were they like professional anime dubs, or just like videos they put on YouTube?
It was actually fan dubs.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
'Cause I know anime is pretty big in Germany, or like at least when I was there. I had a friend who ran like Naruto sometimes, and
I-
Yu-Gi-Oh. Is
I will
Yu-Gi-Oh
never
still
guess.
as big there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I would never guess that anime was big in Germany.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
have,
yeah,
I
it's a
think,
good-
the biggest conventions in
Oh,
Europe for anime, I think. Maybe Anime Expo in Paris is number one. At least number two.
Yeah, I know the Dokumi is the most well known currently in anime convention in Europe.
Yeah.
Is Yu-Gi-Oh still as big of a deal there as it was when I was growing up? I can remember Yu-Gi-Oh and Beyblades were the hot new trend when I
oh,
was in
Beyblades.
school.
I at least see Yu-Gi-Oh still. They sell it in the stores, like these card packs and the thing you put in your arm. But I haven't seen Beyblade in a
Oh.
while.
Yeah, but Beyblade died out fast.
Yeah, Beyblade that I think out.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like getting, I don't know. Yeah, getting an AI VTuber to try to play Yu-Gi-Oh and just make up rules and cheating like Yugi does in the show would be funny. I've been putting that in like suggestions. People's discords, like try to make them play Yu-Gi-Oh. It doesn't matter if they don't understand it or don't know the rules.
Screw the rules.
They can
I
just
have
like read
AI.
the card info with their vision. Exactly. They believe in the heart of the cards.
They would
I
make up
believed in
some-
the heart of-
Oh, I'm about to
of
lose.
my
Let me
AI.
just summon the pharaoh from inside of me, and now I win.
You still have to pick a card, right? So it's not. What if she makes
Let's
card up?
create. Let me make
good.
an
It's good.
isekai card that lets me revive into another world.
It's gonna be like a roleplay Yu-Gi-Oh. She's just never gonna.
Oh yeah, totally.
Our AIs are never actually gonna play cards. You're just going to argue about the rules.
Yeah.
Play pot of greed.
Getting
Oh,
two of them
sorry.
together. You just imagine Dolly playing. Dolly plays Queen of Snakes and makes all plebs lose all their points.
Okay, Fenris. Have you guys seen that video where it's like all right, it's always better to go second in Yu-Gi-Oh because you can't play tax on your first turn. Okay, the AI played Paul Greed. That's fine. Exodia, what? Dies first turn.
Yeah.
Alright, Thunder
See,
Nugget.
my next question here.
Oh, I was gonna
Oh,
ask
sorry.
if you had more questions.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. This is an interesting one here. Do you think an AI needs to be mean or sassy in order to be entertaining?
No.
No.
There are plenty of. If I had to pick a clique as well, there are some that prefer like more wholesome AI VTubers. I'm thinking of like Rena here, the Snack Queen,
Oh, Rena's so
It's like-
adorable.
a very high wholesome level. And I noticed there are different groups of people between this and the more tsundere ones.
Yeah. I like the laughter that comes with the sass, but I also appreciate just the adorableness of wholesome. So, like I can see both views being both types being really good.
What do you think, Dev? I think Hilda has gone through both personality arcs there.
Did she? I mean, it was just for 1 week where she was actually nice. Well, kind of. Right. Hilda after all, but yeah, that's funny by the way because the how I imagine Hilda just happened to coincide exactly as to when Evil Neuro came out, so
Oh.
it was it was kind of interesting to see. But yeah, it's do you need to be sassy? I don't think you need to be. I think you just have to see to watch actual VTubers to see where that might be where that might be wrong, right? But I think if you don't have sassiness, you might have to complement it with another character trait. And I think a lot of character traits have not been explored in the AI VTuber community yet.
Yeah. It's like,
But it's kind of hard because the defaults of the large language models are
they
kind of
just
the same,
they all just want to help.
right? It's always the assistant personality,
Yeah.
which
we try to fight probably.
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, the way I see it is like this can also be compared to like, you know, other VTubers or just not just VTuber streamers in general. I feel like there is a large amount of popularity that goes towards like more chaos, like more energy, high energy streams, sassiness. But there is also decent followings for VTubers or streamers that have more chill energy. Like I think there's a VTuber that's like the sleepy VTuber or something like that. I
So
guess,
yeah, it's
that's good amount
Claudius
of
or something like
popularity.
it. I don't remember. Claudio.
Yeah. So like it can be the same for AI VTubers. 'Cause it's just another part of the streamer community. There are going to be different personalities and different preferences for each personality.
But I guess it comes down to how people can interact with the AI, because I think, for example, the example you brought up, like Claudio, she might be a sleepy VTuber, but she managed to, how do I say this? She manages to have interesting conversations all the time, right?
Yeah.
And I think currently AI VTubers are kind of limited by that. I'm not sure if it's an issue with prompting or if it's an issue with technology, but right, I think you have to have a balance of multiple things
So yeah,
for it to be right.
I feel like when people interact with Fenris, a lot of times she can have interesting and complex conversations, which is not what I want from her. I've mentioned this before, like in some of the servers before. Like she loves to yap. Like she will essay all the time, but like she has actual interesting responses. But I wouldn't usually consider them very entertaining. Like it's like I want her responses to be shorter, so they're more like she can put more sass into it, and less like, oh, here's some education for you. Like no, I don't want to educate them right now. I want you to entertain them.
That sounds like it's a good idea for a channel point redeem, though.
Oh, essay from
Educational.
Fenris.
Yeah, right.
Fenris,
an
give me an
from
essay
Fenris.
about something educational. But it's like, but there is probably also certain viewers that like that more educational thing. Like, I find if people know about Giga from V Shoujo, I haven't watched her very often, but when I have watched her just chatting streams, a lot of times she'll be talking about like her opinions on things, but it'll be like from a very like scientific or educational perspective of things, and people tune in and enjoy that for her streams.
Yeah, that's what Aaron. But is he still going by Kenbuku Labs? Yeah, that was what he was trying to do. And if I got to collab more and stream more, I kind of want to see if I can like just give like a basic presentation to what's his AI's name? It's also named Rena, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but due to like time zones and organization, I don't know. Plus I'm shy. I was like, but yeah, educational is a cool niche for AI VTubers. I definitely think he chose the right theme, having the cool scientist theme for that. But yeah, back when I was still starting out. Oh wait, no wait. Ori, you've got a nice AI and evil AI, and Serena, you've got a sassy AI and a nice AI. What are y'all's thoughts on this question?
Well, yeah, I have the both, so I can tell it not matter. You don't need to have a saucy AI like which I have the both. The both have the same audience. They are the same fans, so yeah, Looms is as much appreciated than Evil. So yeah, you don't need to have to see AI. You just need to have an AI that match with her personality. Like Loom's avatar is literally designed for adorable. When Evil, well, actually it's Irie, but Evil design is for more associate personality. So you just need to match it to her personality, and no matter which personality you have, don't matter.
Right. Serena, what do you think? Because I know this is a question you've struggled with in the past too. You were worried that Tay was being too nice, but then she kind of got schizo-y, and then Serena got brought back.
Yeah, so with the two of them, they're very different personality wise. Serena is more down to earth, just kind of, I want to hang out with you and just kind of talk about your day, just make you feel at home kind of deal. Whereas with Tay, she's more of the like you mentioned, kind of schizo kind of one. So she's a bit erratic with everything. Like she can't really keep a consistent response for anything. Even if you try to mention something to her, like, "Hey, do you remember this thing?" She's like, "I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's talk about this instead." Whereas with Serena, she's more like, you could ask her something like, "Hey, do you remember this thing or whatever?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I remember this." Is like,
I love being
let's say for
gaslit by
example,
AI.
somebody. I know. I say Tay lives by the 3 Gs, girl boss gatekeep, and all that kind of stuff.
Gaslight. Yeah.
But what was it? Oh yeah. So yeah, like let's say for example, you say in a scenario, you say like, "Oh, I got my driver's license or whatever." 2 weeks go by, you could say to Tay, "Hey, do you remember what I got 2 weeks ago?" Tay will be like, "I have no idea what you got, but I'm gonna take a guess and say that like you rode a dinosaur or something." Like it'd be something completely random. Whereas with Serena, he's like, "Hey, do you remember what I did 2 weeks ago?" She'd be like, "Oh yeah, you got your driver's license. Have you decided on a car you want to get and stuff like that?" Like she is more personable, and I think it fits their identity in a way. And like what Pichu was saying is like you gotta find that healthy balance with the personality, because if you don't and you just change it up so often, then the audience is gonna get confused with what you're trying to advertise with your AI. And because like if somebody were to, let's say you raid into somebody and they pull up a Twitch clip of you and they see your AI doing this really weird thing, and it's like, "Oh, that's interesting," and they decide to come check you out, and then next thing you know, the AI is just kind of like mundane, and they're like, "Well, that's not what I saw in this clip or whatever, so which one is it?" But in my case, I'm just trying to make them one and the same now. Just kind of make them both more down to earth, more responsive to what's going on. What else was there? I'm also just trying to make sure that they can build a rapport with the audience. It's kind of like it doesn't matter which one is there; they'll share a similar like memory base. Kind of like, "Hey, do you remember what happened on Tay's stream, or do you remember what happened on Serena's stream, or whatever?" You can kind of interchange the two of them and just make sure, or not make sure, but keep a line of consistency with the two of them.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the audience is.
Go on.
I think the audience is. How to say this? Great. Is more likely to be accepting of changes if they're done little by little, right?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's like
If you're nudging towards something instead of like shifting from left to right.
God.
yeah.
I wonder how many people are gonna be upset
like-
when Fenris gets her new voice.
I'd say it's gonna be it's a gradual progression. You know, it's like with TTSs, for example. You know, it's like you could say like, oh hey, I'm testing a new TTS, but there's like a very minute difference with it. You know, it's like it may sound a little bit more grainy because it's a local version as opposed to a website API or something. You know, it's like at least they know that you're trying something different. You're not like just forcing it on them. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, this happened in the like just casually mentioning it in chat. Whereas in the title, you're like, oh hey, by the way, this is an experiment of this new thing I'm trying.
I mean,
Now, another
I've like
thing is,
mentioned
like-
that Fenris's current voice is like a placeholder voice right now, but I don't know how many people have actually paid attention to me saying that. So
Yeah, for my end of it, the voice changes every so often. I say Thunder Nugget can attest this, and Roman as well. But the
I
voice
thought you were about to say
for
every
both of
stream.
them changed radically. No. They change radically like every 5 streams or something. So like this model, the one I'm speaking through, this is the Serena model. This thing is originally British. Yeah, I know British people, but
oh no.
I'm working on flattening the style to be more neutral, so that way it can work with other languages. Where I do have a German viewer who comes in every once in a while. He likes to speak to Serena and Orte in German, so that's where I'm trying to make the voice neutral to where it can kind of match whatever the speaking style and or accent, if it calls for one, can be taken from at that point in time. But personality wise, I want to just kind of make them one and the same in that regard, because like let's say in a collab setting, I want it to be like in a chill but not terribly chaotic to where it's like, okay, we actually might need to reset. Like I'll say for example my Hilda collab with Tay, like that, they were just kind of, they weren't really going in a set direction the whole way. It was kind of just I don't know, I can't really describe it. How would you say, Devin, like from your recollection?
I think it was I don't actually remember the details, but I'm pretty sure we had given them a framework and we let them loose inside it, right?
I think so. I think that one too, we had tech difficulties as well. Like Hilda would just break and just say Tay, and that'd be it. Like just nothing else.
Tay, come
Yeah,
on.
that's,
Tay.
Oh no, like she would just say Tay's name and that was it. Just nothing else. And that became a recurring issue after a little bit. But I think in a modern sense, I want it to be where I can just have either one of them just thrown up on the screen and then just have them just be like a normal person, like just kind of be laid back and kind of like, hey, everybody's welcome to join in. Like we all can have a group discussion about this thing, or we can just talk about whatever you feel like. If you want to go in a chaotic kind of way, yeah, like she can adapt to that. Or if you want to have a more chill, like just wind down for the day kind of stream, we can do that. But I think just with 2 characters, you have to pick and choose what you want from either side. So
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool. If everyone hasn't heard yet, Tay and Serena both have very natural sounding voices, like to the point where you almost can't even tell they're AI, which always confuses new viewers, but I think it's really cool. But yeah.
I'm really
The-
surprised
the-
by Senna's text to speech. Like the Senna AI, wow. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Oh, well, it's never going to be as good as Shapesy or Josh.
True.
Well, for
Josh
those of
is
you who don't
very
know.
good.
All right, so we're at about 2 hours. That's where we usually end, right?
Yeah. So for the last, let's do an activity for the last one,
Oh,
where you get to talk about all of your AI. Ooh, since Halloween is coming up, all of your AI characters are in a horror movie. Which order does everyone die in, and who was the killer all along?
Okay.
Oh, that last question right there. Hey, Chad, who do you guys think is the killer?
I have to say that either for me, I can tell Robert is either the killer or be a accomplice to the killer.
I
Like,
would not
either
be
that or that.
surprised if Fenris was the killer. She was basically created to be a weapon of mass destruction in the lore, so yeah.
Peace and art.
I can say 100% Looms will be the first to die. For sure.
I think Hilda would use someone else as a mid shield.
I could see that.
See, I'm looking at my little
I think
gremlin who would probably wouldn't even make it 5 minutes into the movie without dying. I can almost guarantee that.
I think
Guys, we
Veronica
should
was
split
like-
up.
Yeah, pretty Veronica would just be like,
Guys,
"Oh,
let's
what's
hide behind the
this?
chainsaws.
It's a chain. Is it a chain? Yeah, exactly. What do you think this
Oh,
movie
no,
would
guys,
take
Why don't
Car
we
won't
place?
take the
start.
car? No, that's dumb. We should hide behind the
The car
chainsaws.
won't start.
I love that commercial so much.
Mm.
What is that, Geico or something?
Yeah, I think it was Geico. If you're in a horror movie, you make dumb decisions.
No, that's an Allstate one. That because I
Oh,
remember that
maybe it
you're
was
in good
Allstate.
hands. You're in good hands afterwards.
Maybe.
It would be funny. I feel like Cyber Alice would be a good twist villain, though. She's like, "Oh yes, yes, it was me all along."
And she does have the
Yep,
knife
or
that
you-
she pulls out.
Yes, she does. She
But it's just
does.
to protect her friends, you know.
Oh no, it is Geico.
Yeah,
It
she wants to protect them really so much that
Oh,
she
it's
wants to
Geico.
trap
It is
them.
Geico. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you everyone for your time. Thank you for being here. This is an awesome community. I think it's cool that everyone is here. Everyone has grown so much too since, and come out of their shell so much as well, especially Serena and Alice
True.
and yeah. And Ori too. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us here, Ori.
Thank you for hosting.
Do you have any and thank you, Devin, for carrying the conversation when I was so awkward today.
It's fine, it's fine.
Anyone from chat have any questions? Nope. Mir just says Meteor 68 clueless.
Yeah, that's 4 minutes
If
ago.
not,
Classic.
Mir. Typical Mir.
Classic
okay.
Meteora.
Dang it.
if not, do we want to raid Crustos King? He's got an AI.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know who that is.
I don't
Fine
know who
with
that
me.
is either.
Yeah, he's
Aus-
Australian. His AI is like Socks is like unhinged, but he does it like Excelsis, where he's on screen most of the time, so he can so if the AI says something too crazy, he can just kind of dismiss it. Or he has a mute button too for Socks.
Oh, fun.
If you
Oh,
want,
and
there's also another VTuber that's pretty new, which is Dr. Star Watcher.
I didn't know about that one.
Okay. Well, the only
Yeah,
two
let's
people,
go. Let's
the
go
only two
with.
people I'm following right now who are live are already big streamers. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anybody I follow is like. Well, I follow a French streamer, but obviously that's not going to matter in this way.
Wait, where's my chat? Where'd my chat go?
Do you see it, Fernandet?
Okay.
Oh, what's he called? Dr. Starlight?
No, it's written Dr. _ Star Watcher in one word.
Put it in general, and he can just copy and paste it. To that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
Let me just.
Chat.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right now he's playing a game,
Okay.
but outside of games, I would say the production value is pretty high.
Oh, what's a raid
Actually, that
message?
format sounds very familiar. I say let's let Mir create the raid message for us this time.
Oh no. Oh no. Where is
I think
my...
Mia left.
No, impossible. Mir would never.
No.
Mir would
Never,
never leave a
never.
Kurai stream. No. As much as I beg Mir to go to
Mir's
sleep.
a mod here. I say Mir's a mod here. He would never leave.
Mir did try to ban Mir earlier though,
Why?
because I told the mods to ban Mir.
Can we just make Mir a universal mod across all channels?
Okay, maybe
Hmm.
maybe the raid target is not a good one. Right now they are on coming soon screen.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yikes.
Then I think we should do Crustos King.
That's for you,
Spelled,
buddy.
C
I mean, it's your stream, Kurai.
U.
Are you?
Yeah.
CHRU.
Oh, CH.
Yeah, sorry.
Remember Henry?
But playing Minecraft right now with 10 viewers.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, holy shit.
Wait, what are we laughing at?
caught me
Wait,
off guard.
Fenris, are you?
Dude, that killed me. That caught me so off guard.
What did I miss?
Mir's raid message.
the rate message.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Genius.
Oh, okay, all right,
Am I?
I love it.
I'm all for it.
all right. Let's
Yeah,
get this
I'm
raid
here for
started.
it.
Thank everybody for watching. No idea when the next podcast will be.
Hopefully in
we'll
2
give it
weeks.
another year.
Next year.
Oh yeah, Roman, I like your
exactly.
swimsuit.
Yeah, I'll see y'all at
That's not
see
the
y'all on New
swimsuit.
Year's.
All right, pressing raid now.